Hello, hello, hello. I am back with more Nuzlocke goodness. My name is Vimbert. We are doing more of the Pokeboomers Nuzlocke thing. I'm gonna assume you know what a Nuzlocke is, but basically, my two friends and I, we Nuzlocke through the Pokemon series, generation by generation, game by game, gym by gym, week by week, or week by 2 weeks, as it may be in this case. My intent this stream is to wrap up some optional stuff, mostly on Route 18 and the P2 lab, and then take on the Icirrius Gym. I had kind of written this gym off at first because it was like, oh, well, I have two rock types. This is going to be easy. But I took a closer look at what I'm going to be facing. I am no longer as confident, but I think I have a decent strategy that should work fairly well. I also took it a little easier today, so I'm not going to be as completely, out of it as I was yesterday. I don't know what the hell was going on with me yesterday. But I have done a little leveling up of the team off-stream to hopefully minimize how much you have to stare at me mashing my face against Audinos. So I'll just kind of quickly go over the changes. I think Zodiac is still the same. Yeah, Zodiac's still the same. Noble Fawn has gone up a little bit. Lazy Shell has evolved because we do use ROM-hacked copies to allow for impossible evolutions. So look at those beautiful, beautiful stats, and of course, finally, I have Stealth Rock. I said 15-minute stops. Hey HD, how's your Wednesday? However, the downside to this is Lazy Shell can no longer use Eviolite, which I imagine I'm going to be rather keenly feeling as we go along. Old Glory has also evolved into Caracasta, and looks fucking dope, if I do say so myself. Seduce Sword has been trained up and turned into a full member of the team. She will not be doing anything this gym because she gets hit super effective by ice, but she's a very good Pokemon, and I want to use her as a giant beat stick against Hugh and Avalan on Friday, with any luck. And then Sin Credo, I think, the only thing that changed is I taught her Toxic. I think she could also be kind of important in the gym because the gym leader's Ace, I've thought about it so many different ways. I think the best strategy is just going to be a coward and just Toxic stall. Very stoked to be home and watching Pokemon. Well, I'm stoked that you're here. Rival Bully, yep. Hey, River. But I left a little bit undone last stream, so the first thing I need to take care of is sailing over to the old P2 laboratory and picking up some goodies there, and getting a catch, which, come to think of it, I have Pokeballs, right? I thought so much about the gym leader that I kind of neglected mental energy on some other things. Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss. Exactly. Pokeball, timer, net. Yeah, 5 Ultras and some timer balls should be plenty. So I will now be getting back to the stuff that I was too cowardly to do last time. I don't think there's really going to be a need to repel, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have XP to spare, particularly on Zodiac, because I think Axu, Seduce Sword, is going to be the one carrying the XP share. Oops, I need to turn animations back on. My bad. Still in grind mode. Because if somebody dies, then I figure Zodiac coming in with no item to just shoot from the hip, fire into acrobatics, and hopefully just do a schwack ton of damage and kill is not a great backup plan, but it's kind of the best one I have, given what I'm working with. This is, of course, assuming I can't bring in my actual Pokemon that I want to, fight the gym with. That's like an absolute last resort. I mean, there's not a whole lot you strictly need, River. There's just a lot of optional stuff. If you DM me to remind me, I can link you the playthrough that we're using. It's on Bulbapedia. It does a really good job summarizing all the optional stuff you can go and grab now that you have access to Surf. But all you need to do is go north, fight the rival, go through the cave, get to the city, fight the gym. It is a plan, it's true. Let's see, I think to get to the next route, I need the, like, southernmost one. Yeah. Ah, fair, fair. Most of it is taken care of just by sailing west from Route 1. Ooh, yeah. That would... Oh, wait, well, you've got a Lillipup, right? Because, as Hugh discovered, the dog can surf. Because why not, I guess. So that could be a possibility if all else fails. You're also going to catch an Icirrius, and there could be a Palpitoad in the cards for you there. You know, if you didn't get your member of that line killed like an idiot, like a certain streamer that you're currently watching. I still regret so much. I'd so much rather be using that water ground boy than this turtle. Oh well. Brain is mush? Well, you got time. You got time. I mean, I get the struggle. You know, I don't want to get too deep into it because this is Pokemon, not Vimbert trauma dumps, but, my job search has reached a new level of urgency, and perhaps I'll just leave it there. And, you know, I don't want to get my house foreclosed on or something, you know? Yeah, well, I could have taken things a little more seriously in the early part of my unemployment, and I kind of didn't, and I'm paying for that a little bit now. Oh well. So I have already gotten my catch here, because we are in Route 18, so I'm just going to rappel through this stuff. I don't... Are you trainers, or... Wait! Aren't your Pokemon a bit tired? Here, don't be shy, let them rest. Oh, the quality of life, the convenience. Yeah, it's rough, but it's not like I don't have any prospects on the horizon. I'm working on stuff. Pokemon trainer. The sparkle in your eyes, I feel your kindness toward Pokemon. I've decided I will entrust the egg I found in the Relic Castle to you. No. Because I don't have room in my party. Hey, Rapid. Hey, check it out. I got a sweet deal for you. You know how Pokemon like to hide behind rocks or stones or rocks, yeah? Sometimes they had cool stuff, too. Find something cool behind a rock, you should bring it to me. I'll make it worth your while. What's up, did you find something cool for me? Nope, nothing cool in your bag. Oh well, maybe next time. I do not know what that man buys. No. River, under our rule set, the egg counts as the encounter for wherever you hatch it. So, since we don't have access to fishing, you can just go to any town and hatch it there, and that's where it counts. There wasn't a whole lot of... Yeah, it's very easy. It was more of like a trade-off in past generations when, we could, like, actually fish in towns, but yeah, this thing is not gonna evolve in our level caps. Yeah, level like 60 Evo, exactly. That is the problem. That is the very problem that makes me be like, yeah, I think I'm fine passing that up. Okay, Max Elixir, not specifically what I came here to find, but nice to have. I would like to avoid you. Good. That's probably worthwhile. I'm gonna lead with Old Glory, because he's a very sturdy lad. What item do I have you holding? Expert belt, that's right, that's right, that's right. Did you come here by looking at the town map too? Maps are good, they tell you a lot of things. Ooh, you have one Pokemon, that's probably scary. Never mind. Granted, I have a bad habit of not taking grass types as seriously as I should, and this is a terrible lead to have out, but I'm not that worried. I have a squirrel, and I have an ice cream cone. I need not fear your devilry. Ooh, you're actually going to be able to outspeed me with that. That's annoying. Why not? I'm not scared. I have an ice cream cone. I'm gonna eat this comfort food. I want something that's like a map, but I'm like, yeah, whatever, give me the money. Oh. Ah, were you also a Foamy fan back in the day? Those were the times. I felt like there was nothing else quite like Foamy back in the day. I only have one Repel, which is perhaps a bit foolish, but I do have a Smoke Ball, so I can make up for that temporarily. Foamy. Foamy the Ranting Squirrel. It was a very popular, like, Flash cartoon series back in the day about, like, just a squirrel who kind of talked in a funny voice and said, fuck a lot. And then, like, the eye candy goth GF character who hung around with Foamy for some reason. Waterfall! Good, 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 good. More a strong bad kind of person, that's fair. Yeah, I think it may have actually been Hugh that, clued me into Foamy in the first place? I don't remember where I first heard about it. Yeah, it's a very recognizable, visual design. Like, a very, like, big eyes style, but not in an anime way. I don't know. It's... Let me just type it in the chat. Foamy the Squirrel, that's what I'm talking about if you're curious. Also, hey, you get to see how much the delay is today. Because apparently sometimes it just gets to be, like, horrendous for no reason. I think we're good today, but, oh yeah, Dragon Scale. That's it? It doesn't power up Dragon-type moves? Oh yeah, it had big Invader Zim energy, that's true. Yeah. And I liked very irreverent sorts of humor, and I was like, whoa, it's so edgy. It is true, it is true. Though, I just always think about anyone watching on mobile, you know, it might not be the chat. Well, it's a little better on this stream, because I allocate a little more screen real estate, but they might not be able to tell when their name pops up, because it is a little small. Test. Repu is standing by with a stopwatch, everyone. I don't actually know. Okay, this guy scares the fuck out of me. Do I actually need to fight him? Is there, like, anything over here? Oh my god, there are things over there. Only a few seconds, nice. Oh, that's true. The colors do help if you don't have any overlap. Okay, I don't remember what this guy has, but I remember that he's, like... Oh, okay. That's... he does have a Darmanitan. But I gotta go through there to get to the lab, huh? Damn it. Resident mobile bastard. Fair. Okay, so... Oh, I am afraid of this guy's Darmanitan. Jeff Bezos' sworn enemy. But I think between Lazy Shell, Old Glory, and Sin Credo, I should be able to deal with it. I'm gonna heal up Zodiac just to be safe. This guy is like... I'm gonna try and sneak around him, probably fail. But this guy is like the main reason I could see someone being like, nah, I don't want to deal with any of the optional stuff. Mm-hmm, of course. Who would be caught clipping? Not you. Wait for it, this is a stealth mission. Okay, we're clear. For now. Watch me screw that guy up on the return trip. Bezos feared your clipping power otherwise. Wait. Wait, what was this supposed to do? I may not have had a clear idea where I was going. I'm sure you were all shocked. How do I get to this damn laboratory? And this is one area that I think is fresh territory, because I don't think Hugh or Valen went there yet. Yeah, this'll just take me back. Right? How the hell do I get to this laboratory? Oh, okay. No, this is the right way. Apparently. Oh, really, River? Huh. Well, I mean, as you saw, waterfalls there, and I'll be grabbing a Thunderbolt TM. Yes, I'm trying to get the Thunderbolt TM. That's extremely what I'm trying to do. Is this the right way? I didn't technically get a pop-up. Am I in the right spot? Yes! P2 lab. Okay. Okay. I want to try for Clink here, but we will see what happens. Oh yeah, there's this nerd to fight as well. He only has a Garbodor, that's not a big deal. Okay, first duplicate, P2 Laboratory. Also, the DiCaprio joke is somehow lost on the HD. I know, I don't know a celebrity thing. I know everyone's shocked. What do I have that would be good against the Garbodor? I kinda kicked the Goth GF Pokemon off my team, so the short answer is no one. Well, let me get my catch first, and then I can worry about this guy. Number 2, he only dates... Ah, I see. Alright, second duplicate. I mean, at least he doesn't dip under 18. Doesn't make it not creepy on some level, but at least he ain't cradle robbing to that extent. Try number 3. Also a watch-up. Full disclosure, if I get 4 duplicates, I'm just gonna go for Rippling Water, Aloloma, however you say that. It's a lease program, Jesus, Repu. That we know of, true. Hey, alright, Clink on the 4th shot. Yeah, I was very lucky that I already had Boldor, so, but yeah, for sure. Avalen and I both managed to get pretty good Axus. Avalen, way more than me, but mine is still pretty good. Alright. Lead off with that paralysis. That's right, you know electric type moves. Who do I have who isn't going to Giga Murder you? Maybe Noble Fawn? Oh, or I guess Acrobatics, because I have her holding an item. Wouldn't have been that strong, but I can just mirror shot, and that shouldn't do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, okay, that does just a little chip. Just a little chippy. Just a little chippy. Just a nice little chippy. Just a little chippy. I forgot Mirror Shot as a chance to lower accuracy. That could be important later on. Could be a surprise tool that helps us later. Yeah, I wound up getting a Woobat. I mean, obviously Boldor would have been a duplicate encounter for me, but I just got a Woobat straight away, if I recall correctly. Alright. Oh, oops, I didn't even open up my Nuzlocke tracker. P2 Laboratory, we got the Clink. Boldor, I mean, Boldor's good, but yeah, you're... Oh, right, forgot to enable the thing. I mean, you can just have it sit on Eviolite forever, but it's not like it's the only good Eviolite user. The Gear Pokemon. The two mini-gears that mesh together are predetermined. Each will rebound from other mini-gears without meshing. Alright, I of course have a video game weapons naming theme. And you know what? I think I'm going to take a suggestion I got from chat a while back. Is Metal Gear weapon? I mean, yes. But, Inception 7 was in here a while and suggested Aegis from Persona 3, and I was like, you know what? She is a weapon. So, I kind of like it. So I'm gonna go with Aegis. Question probably, did a Pokemon faint and there's a chance to catch it on a different... No, HD. That has come up before. That is not, it still counts. Because, like, I have all those Pokemon down there that have fainted. I am not allowed to catch another one. Unless I get a shiny. We had an edge case where I got a shiny Sphinx after I got my regular Sphinx killed. And that's, like, the only way under our rule set. Okay, Garbodor. Feels weird not having anything good versus poison for once in my life. I kind of am. Frost Breath, I'd forgotten that it always crits. I was actually going to do it hard mode until I was, like, looking at things over and reminded myself, and I was like, oh, right. Well, that's going to suck. Alright, Scientist Man. Yeah, it's true. The more I fight along with my Pokemon, the happier I will be. Yes, Repu, I think I might have had an Abra flee from me, or a Ditto. I know for sure Hugh did, because Hugh absolutely raged about that. But I think I did. I can't remember for sure. Alrighty, doing that X attack, that's fine. Weak armor? Oh. That's an interesting ability. I've never seen that before. This is where I'd put my clip. But Bezos. I lost, but I'm happy. If I had one. Yes, alas. Bezosburg! Truly one of the greatest rivalries of the modern age. This should be Thunderbolt, yes? TM24, it's Thunderbolt. Fuck yeah. Very important. Zodiac, you are mostly trained up for physical attack, but even given that this is so much stronger than Spark that you're getting Thunderbolt. It's very nice to have. For sure. Oh, yeah, Galvantua. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Well, if you just exercise a little caution, getting here isn't too bad. Is there anything in here? Ah, dubious disc. Any other goodies? God, their cable management is terrible. Team Plasma is not giving their IT a lot of... Oh, there's a memo stuck to the side of the monitor. Read it? Yes. My Lord N apparently rejected my research, but my research is necessary for Team Plasma to reach its goal. The strongest Pokemon. The rest of the memo is torn and impossible to read. Well, I'm sure that's not foreboding in the least. 2 fighting types, one of them... Yeah, having a firefighting is just gonna make the gym easy mode, for sure. And the game... Yeah, I know. Right. Right, Repu? Because that's literally the only use of the dubious disc, right? I can get flavor-wise why they would put it here, but it's still kind of a goddammit moment. So it makes the idea of going everywhere annoying. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'm taking them to Flavor Town, Leafy. How you doing? I thought you'd be preparing for your usual podcast. Good to see you, man. Doing okay. Just, you know, staving off the existential dread over a can and playing Pokemon. Nah, things are... could be better, but could be one hell of a lot worse. Nice. I don't even know... Does hosting, like, for sure work anymore? Because I thought... Well, no, there is the auto-host thing. Yeah. And I do look at my analytics. I do get some people coming here from you, so I do appreciate it. Getting ready to take on that ice gym tonight. Which I really wanted to do it hard mode. I really wanted to do this hard mode. But I think there's just too many ways it can go wrong. We stand support of friends? Absolutely. Okay, so apparently it's not that way. Good to know. It's probably just that series of ramps. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I think they do have to click through, but I don't know. I'm not sure how that aspect of it works, but I assume it would be the same as, like, you know, if you're on the Twitch homepage, there are those suggested channels. Anyways, getting a little bit lost in the sauce of all these encounters. Because if I can just get back to where I need to be without having to pass by that scary veteran trainer again, that would be ideal. The sauce. Which is, you know, fitting, because of course the ocean is soup, as we all know. And oh, nice. You do not have to stealth past him a second time. Great! I appreciate the hell out of that. Also, I gotta say, like, I was thinking about this earlier. How this week is basically like the first week where there's kind of a major need or want for you to have access to HMs. Like, until now, outside of, like, I think a couple places where you've needed to, like, cut or surf, there's been almost no need for HMs. It's been wonderful. Even then, like, if you want to ignore all this stuff, you absolutely can. It is completely optional, which I find fascinating, and I appreciate so much. I mean, I'm still interacting with it, obviously, but, you know. And, you know, also, you know, related, I'll be deleting Surf off my turtle. It may go back on my turtle at some point, but I see no real need for it at present. Also, God, Thunderbolt feels nice. Just straight up. Pikachu surprise. If only I could have a surfing Pikachu. If only Zodiac could learn surf and truly live up to the full legacy of Pikachu, but alas. Alas. Okay, so that was relatively painless. I'm kind of surprised. Zodiac can now swap to XP share. Oh god, yeah. I hadn't even thought about that. I think I blocked from my memory how slow Diamond and Pearl surfing was. I mean, it is kind of offset by, like, you move 2 inches ahead and it's like, whoop, wild encounter! But, you know, the speed's still nice at base. Oh, right, we should look at our new friend, who has a nature of naughty, which is minus special defense plus attack. I don't love that. And has an ability that I also don't like, but I think they're all kind of like that. But how are your IVs? Alrighty, I'll give you the lowdown after I run this. I don't think I would be using Flink in the gym, just because no evolution. This is pretty good, actually. Everything is really good except for special attack, which is like so low as to be almost worthless, which I think is kind of bad for a Clink. Oh no, it does have more attack. Okay. Yeah. I guess you could have potential, but I think you'll just kind of be a surprise tool that might help me later. Oh, right. I needed to grab the bird. Grasp the bird tightly. Mouse, get to Exactly. It won't be hurt. It's just a drone. Where is the... Right, I need to hit up the move family first. Because Surf is a good move, but it's not great for my Caracasta. That's right, I think they are here. Where's that delightful old man who can erase HM moves? Who was I again? Oh, that's right, I'm the move deleter. Come to make me force your Pokemon to forget some moves. Yes. You should forget, sir. oddly whimsical noise. Well, maybe not. Pokemon's got a fair amount of whimsy. Not like an overwhelming amount. Surf is not up, it's true. We waterfall now. Ah, right. I also need to erase strength. Because I can definitely find a better move. If nothing else, I can just slap return on there. What else could I put on my... my brain is like Boulder, but I know that's wrong. Gigalith, right. What else could I put on you? Toxic would be interesting. Rest? Rest could be a fun meme. Probably just return, though. Well, honestly, like, how many Chesto berries do I have? Ooh, actually, Rest could be really good in this upcoming gym. So, yeah, why don't I go with Rest? Come on, I know I'd have it in here somewhere. We shall teach the rock to have a nap. After all, lazy is in his name. Okay, with that bit of business sorted out, let's get to that gym I promised in the stream title, huh? And now it's time for the drone to go back in the PC. We're there. Now, granted, Emolga is not going to help me at all in here, but Emolga is... Zodiac is just such a delightful Pokemon to use in Friday battles that it's really hard to pass up, you know? So I very much want that on my side. And as I said, not doing hard mode. I think I could see a few universes where it could work out, but particularly with the team I have, I just don't think it's possible. So, where's... Oh, hello. How do I get down there? Oh! Wait, I don't have an encounter here, do I? You can get onto Route 8? Okay. What are my options here? Unexpected. Oh wait, I think Hugh told me that. I have not planned for this at all, so I'm looking it up live. Route 8. Nothing that'd benefit me a lot in the short term, but I should at least get the catch done with. Basically, I'll be aiming for a Shelmet here.
If you don't have a 9-month streak, ding dong, your opinion is wrong.
I mean, I can't disagree with that. Hey, Hugh. How's it going? Thank you for the resub. I just got reminded, because as I was like, oh wait, Hugh told me this, I'm an idiot, that, hey, we can get to Route 8. So, I'm gonna get that catch, and then head into the gym. Also, I snuck to the P2 laboratory, completely avoiding that veteran, if you weren't looking for that. Oh god, it felt good. I caught a Stunfisk in town, so this is a duplicate encounter. First dupe. So I could even fight the trainers out here if I wanted to. Yep, Hugh just flexing his founder badge. Shelmet! There we go! So now I can have a Shelmet and a Carablast. And with the power of impossible Evos! But first, of course, I gotta catch it. And now the immortal question, what do I have to fight you with that won't absolutely kill you? I took False Swipe off my dragon, which may have been a bit premature. Yeah, you're just straight bug. Haha! Right! Netball! Oh, I actually do have those. Shit. Alright. I thought I didn't have those for some reason. You're right. Why did I think I didn't have any of those? Good call. Alrighty, Shelmet. The snail Pokemon. When attacked, it defends itself by closing the lid of its shell. It can spit a sticky, poisonous liquid. Alrighty, what video game weapon can I call you? I feel like I should go for something medieval. Because you got that knight going on. Sure. I will go with the... You shall be known as... Etard, after one of Ike's swords from Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. That's not the big honkin' one he uses in Smash, that's Ragnar. This is like one you get earlier in the game. Mad with power, we all knew it would happen sooner or later. Okay, but obviously that is, not the way to the gym. However, comma. I can now have a look at the new mod. How you looking, Etard? You have a Nature of Careful, which is... plus special defense, minus special attack. That seems good. I admitted my Prison of Bonobo. Shell Armor, which is always an ability that I love to see. One of the better ones. I mean, it's not Mummy, but... only Mummy is Mummy. Shelmet. Now let's have a look at those IVs, sir. And Nature of Careful. It's pretty mid. Nothing to really speak of one way or the other. Speed is really bad. HP is okay, everything else is just kind of average. I think my Carablast is pretty good, though, so... might still be a good encounter because of that. Okay, with all that said... I need to give you the XP share, and we need to get rolling on this gym that I've been promising for almost an hour. Just as soon as I figure out where it is. Hey, this seems likely. Please take this fresh water. I appreciate you, fresh water man. Ice can be melted with fire or shattered with fighting. Or you might want to smash it into dust with rock or Speaking of fighting. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted, but I keep remembering stuff I haven't done. I forgot to get the Brick Break TM. I highly doubt I have anyone that can use it, but Everybody has a different reason for their trips, and the same can be said for gift giving. I'll give you this to commemorate this encounter with you. TM31 Brick Break. Move Brick Break and remove the protective effects of Reflect and Light Screen. Are you surprised? May not look like it, but this old lady used to be a battle girl. She was once fit, but then she became old. If anyone could learn Brick Break, that could be good, because I'm a little concerned... Shit. Well, I can't say that's too surprising. I did really look at my Scraggy. I could have brought in my Scraggy, but its stats are so bad that I feel like it would just be a detriment to the team. Makes Acid Armor really good, but can't do much but tank and throw it on spell. Yeah. Yeah. You know, you got a few of them like that in the mix. Oh, there's a little spin around. Go spinny a little bit. Gonna assume I need that switch. Whoa, whoa! If you are feeling dizzy because of the gym machines, I will stand in your path. Cubchoo, which I realized looking up this gym, they can all learn Brine! Which is fine. Just incredibly infuriating when I was like, oh, okay, Gigalith can just, like, smack down all of them. No. No. Anyway, have Rock Slide. It's really good coverage-wise. Make it pretty good to use. Okay, good. Even with that kind of level of attack down, we still fine. Second verse. Not quite the same as the first. That's fine. This is what Aqua Jet's for. And give him the bonk. There's Cryogonal. That thing is unsettling. Don't do it. Okay. Rocks fall, the gym dies. The plan is on track so far. Oh, dear me. This is a lot of experience, though. Like, just off the regular trainers. Which is something. Ah. I see. I see. I'm gonna have to rather heavily rely on my turtle here, so... You know. Pokemon Center's, like, right there. I may as well. I was honestly a little bit worried because, like, yes, I've been trying to dodge trainers and encounters wherever I can this week, but I figured I'd be skirting right up against the level cap of 39, despite my best efforts, but nah. It's looking like I'll probably have a little bit of wiggle room left, which is kind of a pleasant surprise. And, you know, with the glory that is Audino grinding, it won't take too long to make up. I know it ain't for everyone, but like I've said before, for me, it's just like doing Metal Slime grinding in Dragon Quest. You only have a Cryogonal, so I want to see how Lazy Shell fares against one. Because that might be a matchup we have to do versus the leader. Let me battle with you. Okay. Main thing, if it weren't for that damn Frost Breath that the leader's gonna have, I feel like Lazy Shell could almost just, like, solo the place. Well, I guess there's Brian as well. So, never mind. Okay, not ideal. Was bound to happen a time or two. That's wasted. Because I only have one fire type, and that fire type is so bad it might as well not even exist. Okay. Damn, Zodiac already at level 38. Eh. Oh. Ooh, Encore. I do like having Encore available, but I really like Zodiac's current moveset. I don't think there's room for it. I can always go back to the move Remember if I need to. Gross for a fire type, exactly. Sick jumps! Over a bottomless abyss. Someone call OSHA. Sorry, I'm like literally checking to see who has Cubchoo's, because I'm very worried of what they would do to Lazy Shell. Because if they have Brine, Lazy Shell's strong versus special defense, but I don't know if he's that strong. I always calm myself and choose the critical moment in a battle. We'll see about that. We'll see how well you fare against Old Glory. Interesting that their opening move is to, like, do Charm. I feel like I'm getting some charity from the AI here. What? No way, really? Yes, really. Way. Yep, there it is. The Z's. Deserved to some degree. So, I had tried to plan out some universe in which I could do this hard mode, but yeah. I also thought about maybe setting up some kind of Sandstorm play, because that would increase my special defense, and that, like, apparently, from every source I found, works with respect to, like, critical hits. So that would be kind of a huge coup for Frost Breath, but I've gone the wrong way. But my problem is, I would need to, like, I would need the turn to set it up, and I just feared that would be too much tempo and giving up, because I want to set up Stealth Rocks, and then it would also be a turn to set up Sandstorm. Or, well, I'd probably do it in the opposite order, but, like, I just don't know about that. I feel like, with the gym leader only having 3 Pokemon, I'm better served by, like, a more go fast, eat ass style. You lead with a Cubchoo. Great. Old Glory, gonna continue dropping rocks on fools. The problem is never whether you can battle or not. It's whether you will battle or not. She's like, you know what? There is no excuse for you not battling. It's 3 in the morning and you're like, in terrible health? No, battle. What an absolute maniac we're dealing with. This is also like charity. These Cubchoos have yet to do anything offensively. It's like, even this, like, oh, you held on with 1 HP. Good job, Aqua Jet. Easy claps. Okay, and Vanillish I'm not super worried about. Though Ice Beam's a little scary, even when I resist it. What's oh no? Please not the ice cream. Unfortunately, yes, the ice cream. There will be more ice creams I will need to take down. Right, okay, I see, I see. Oh. I mean, that's definitely how I thought it worked. Ah, the ranks of the lactose intolerant. Together we shall put a stop to pain. My system has no issue with dairy, really. Although I don't really like dairy that much, so I don't end up consuming a whole lot of it. Which just makes every lactose intolerant person I've spoken to be like, I hate you. I think I may have brought this up before. An intolerant ally. I like that. This gal... Oh. Well, HD, our crusade continues here. Because all she has is the hated ice cream. The slippery frozen floor is perfect for improving your sense of balance. I would agree, Rapu. I feel like every lactose intolerant person that I've met is like, well, yeah, I feel like dying if I eat dairy, but ice cream slash pizza slash cheese is just so good. That's not even me adding anyone specifically. I've heard that from multiple people, so I'm not calling out you specifically if you think I am. It's more than just one person, trust me, that I know in my life. It's true, it is so good, but you know, if it made me feel like I was going to die, I wouldn't eat it. Come back, Hugh, he's roasting us. Oh no, taunt? Very well, I guess I'll just rock slide you to death. Knowing Hugh, he's probably lurking. It's true, I don't understand, because I'm not in the same, not the same circumstance. An entirely accurate statement. Let's see. I, like, whip around there to get to there. I'm just gonna try things. Yeah, okay. It is as I suspected. Yep, okay. And that gets me to the next dude. This one's not so bad. Okay, you lead with a Vanillish, but you go into a Cubchew. Also, Old Glory needs experience a little more. Looks like there will need to be some Audino grinding, because this is the last dude. Before I fight the gym leader, but shouldn't take too long. I'm the king of karate! I've taught my Pokemon moves that they'll use in battle with you. Are you sure about that, Mr. Ice Trainer? Are you sure about that? It keeps thinking Acid Armor is gonna save it. Yep. Well, if it can get a second one off, maybe. Obviously. Obviously. I forgot it was John Cena who said, are you sure about that? Ooh, that's annoying. But Aqua Jet should take care of it. You know, I was kind of dogging on Aqua Jet recently, but it's really nice for resolving these 1 HP in a dream kind of situations you find yourself in sometimes. Oh! It took me way too long to figure out what you meant from that HD. I was just staring at it like, what is this thing that I'm not familiar with? But no. Of course, it's the John Cena music. The da-da-da-da. Yeah. I get it. I get it. It took me a second, but I get it. He is skillful, but he loses quite often. It took me a sec. Okay, Zodiac is now at level cap, which is right where we want her. But everyone else is not, which is not where we want them. So there will be a need to back out of the gym here and go and murder some Audino. I think there's like a quick escape you can access. If I go a little... What are we doing here? Well, whatever. I'm pretty sure this thing to the south is like a quick trip back anyway. Yeah, this is the beginning of the gym. Because they knew, they're like, yeah, they're going to want to back out in full heal. Finally got stumped for just the briefest moment. Now, I could Audino grind to the north at Dragon Spiral Tower, but I am saving my encounter there for reasons of access we don't get until after the gym. So, I'll probably need to... God, go back to cold storage? Is that the best spot? I think that's the best spot. Yeah, I guess so. Well. I'll probably take a look-see to see if the grinding playlist is broken, and if not, I'll kick that on and we can just chill a bit as I murder up a few adorable, fluffy pink creatures. Right? Because, like, I could get them on Route 6, but there's the whirlpools. Oh, Route 7. Route 7 might be better. Because, like, what level are the Audino there? 26 to 29. Yeah, that's definitely better. Okay. But I still need to fly back to Mistralton. Because, you know, I ain't backtracking through an entire mountain to get access to my grinding spot. That's simply not happening. Also, I'm going to take a quick break. Just like a minute or two, you can enjoy some high-quality slander that I'm sure will no doubt be slung in the chat. I'm going to use the restroom, re-up my water, and then we will finish our final preparations for the gym, which involves a lot of murder. Okay, I return. I am rocking some pretty dark under-eye circles, but that has more to do with stress and sleep patterns. So many losses. I've seen so much death. Okay, let me... Wait, that's not right. Okay, this does work. Great. Alrighty. let's take away the game sound real briefly, and just put on some completely random music. It just so happens to start with the music I use for Shuffle Saturday. And we'll get to some murdering. Underwear bags bigger than our emotional baggage. Doesn't have to be pretty damn big, I tell you what. It's a good line, though. I like it. Bit cheeky, bit self-deprecating. I stand that kind of humor. The problem with grinding here is that the grass could spawn all over the dang place. And actually, I should get to where there's the healing house. Yes. There's also going to be a very real danger that I run into a shiny and it completely fucks up my entire plan, but burn that bridge when we get to it. I've also taken the liberty of putting the XP share on, my Ghosty, because, you know, unless I want to really toxic stall through, killing Audino, and I don't, that's the way to keep this going at a reasonable pace. I mean, I will if I have to. Just hopefully it won't come to that. Avoid the man who wants to introduce me to a fun new type of battling that I would have no idea what I'm doing, even more so than usual. Yeah, I believe I fought all these chumps, so I can just, yeah, bike up and down here and look for spawns. Avoid the man, yes. The rotation battle danger. Where is that? Looks like on this plane, I think? Yes. Because I do want everyone to be at level 39, because I think I've got a really good strategy for this, but I'd rather not take chances I don't have to, you know? I bet an Aqua Jet is enough to kill you. Yep. Good amount of XP. Would be better if I weren't splitting it, but c'est la vie. Our ghost girl just needs a little bit of help. Just a little bit of help, just a smidge, just a crumb, sir. Oh. Oh, that's convenient, right there. I should probably not be bothering with the bike, because I can't go in here on a bike. So it seems like most folks are... What? Oh, it changed my ability? Whatever, that's fine. Seems like most people are having a good Wednesday, and that's good. That's good to hear. I'm kind of gearing up for a busy day tomorrow. I think I'll be streaming it probably enough to finish Future Tactics during the day. And then I have an interview for a place I'm not really, like... I feel kind of weird about, because, like, I did an initial interview with them already. And, But we have to tell Mike about movie day! Though I guess we can tell him about hump day as well. I had a very weird phone interview with this place already. As part of the application was one of those places like, what is your expected salary range? And I'm like, oh, god damn it. So I just put down something that was within their range. And then they questioned me on that specifically. They were like, so is that... You said this dollar amount. Is that absolute or is that open? And I said, that's not absolute, but that's within the range you posted. And then the lady took a good 5 minutes to pull up the Indeed listing on her computer and like check, and then she was like, oh yeah, that's not right. It's supposed to actually be this dollar range that's like 20% or 10 to 15% less than what we were advertising. I'm like, god fucking whatever, fine, I'm still interested. So they've kind of given me some bad vibes from the get-go. Yeah. So I'm not gonna take it. I'm trying not to get super serious about it, or like super stressed. If nothing else, it can just be like, you know, interview practice. But yeah. Oh, right, I don't have my fast Who's a good runaway Pokemon? I don't even know. Plum might just die, because she's, like, such a low level at this point. So, yeah, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I've got a few, like, iffy feelings about this place, but it'd still pay somewhat decently, and it'd be, like, a relatively short commute, so it's fine. See, the thing is, like, my Vimlock also sometimes hits in real life, but it just, like, it's on longer peaks and valleys than it is in video games. Because my luck will turn on me in video games. People who have watched me for a while know this. But in real life, when it turns on me, it takes a while for it to come back. I've seen some signs that things are starting to turn around for me, but... Alas, it's not just, it's not like my swag. I can't just turn it on. Don't I wish? I already had my valley. Yeah, definitely. It's just a matter of how much climbing there is to do. I am, in fact, due for a hit. So I know it's not been the experience of a lot of people that are playing in this Pokeboomers challenge of ours, but I'm still very much enjoying... Aha! Thought I saw one. I'm still very much enjoying Gen 5. I think this is well on track to be my favorite generation of Pokemon. I was really worried the newer we got as far as, like, generations went, but this is really good. Like, I know it has its problems, every Pokemon game does, but as Pokemon games go, this has been great, I would say. Alright, Old Glory is at level cap. We are done with it. Syncredo is at level 38. She's also climbing. Good. Next, we can work on the Lazy Shell. Because I'm actually kind of interested to see... Because, like, I don't take Pokemon stories seriously, but it is interesting that after what feels like for so long, they're kind of trying to include one that's beyond just like, oh, evil team is doing bad thing because they're evil. I mean, I guess you could say that Gen 3 tried to do that, but like everything else Gen 3 tried to do, they failed miserably, so that one doesn't really count in my book. Because, you know, N and his whole Poke Pita. And, like, I've heard from, oh, hey, it's the regional form, not regional, it's the autumn form of Deerling. Neat. I've heard that, like, in story, you don't become the champion the first time you beat the Elite Four, which I think is very, very interesting to me. I'm curious to see exactly how that plays out. I haven't looked ahead real far. But, like, I think that's kind of a neat way to shake up this, very much the status quo. No, I knew I was going to get ambushed before I made it to that one. That's, I guess, the one pitfall of using this place rather than cold storage. Odds are higher you're going to have to walk through grass. This is a good one. It's true. Honestly, like, most of the soundtrack is kind of full of bangers. Of course. Through sheer Stockholm Syndrome, it's become amazing. Immediately lost my train of thought because I was like, rustling grass? Out! Come on, Emolga. You are not who I was looking for. Squirrel. You would avoid the attack. Oh well, XP is XP. Probably throwing up my EVs a little bit, but whatever. I don't want to have, like... I really don't want to have, like, a stream where it's just, like, 10 minutes of me fighting the gym leader. I know I've done that before, Avalon does it on the regular. I feel like that's just, I don't know. It doesn't rub me the right way. So I'd rather just spend a little bit of time grinding now, and get her done. And then next week I got something cooking. Part of it's gonna depend on, like, you know, of course, if, like, I get more job interview things, but... Chef Vim in the house, yes. I mean, spoiler alert, it's probably just going to be more Fire Emblem, but... Because I have so much more Fire Emblem to play. And I do think it makes for good, like, kind of cozier, just kind of ramble about whatever streams. And occasionally just, like, you know, cursing the RNG and such. Or blessing it. I get crazy lucky in those games from time to time. And I recognize the value in this. It is a good season for cozy, it's true. I also looked at the one capitalism game that I played on Shuffle Saturday, the one where it was like, oh, buy low, sell high, you run a pawn shop. By the way, there's some weird communism reign coming, and you can't remember anything about who you are. That one looked really intriguing. Cozy Mystery, is that like a specific series? Or is it just... Ah, damn it, I almost made it. Yeah, cold storage might be better just for, like, the speed here and the... not quite vibing. Well, maybe you just need a slightly different flavor of Cozy Mystery. Like, sometimes mysteries that just, seem bad can really click with you. Like, my sister and I were out, doing some, like, thrift shopping. And... Is this genre like your average? Okay, so what I'm about to talk about probably falls in that. I came across this book that I thought was hilarious because my sister is a big coffee addict. She can't start her day without it. She owns a, like, $600 espresso machine or some crazy thing. I still hate coffee, which she thinks is insane because I've also become very caffeine dependent. It's just in tea form. But I found this book for like $1 that looked just cheesy as hell, and it was called Small Town with like Cats, Good Food, and Tea. Okay, yeah, similar vibes. The book I found was called A Murder Most Frothy, about, you know, a barista in a small, cozy place, but she gets swept up in a mystery, and there's some rich man involved, and I don't know, it just seemed very ridiculous, and we both saw it and kind of laughed about it, and then I, like, kind of quietly bought it, and then I waited, like, half a year and then gave it to her for her birthday. And we both had a laugh about it, and she was like, I'm never reading this. And then a few months later, she was like, Vim, I read it. It wasn't bad. It was like, aha! I knew it! She fancies herself a bit of a reader as well. She's way better about that than me. She's been actually really glad to hear that I've been getting back into it with stuff like the book club. I meant to start that book today, but I didn't quite get around to it. Sounds like there's a bit of a wall at the beginning, so I'm a little worried it's gonna rub me the wrong way off the bat, but we'll see, I guess. You know what? Fair. Fair. I'll take it. Yeah, I always bring that up, like, this page almost made you dip, Jesus. Well, I mean, I'd like it noted that, I was one of the people who did not vote for the book at all. Nah, I'm sure it's perfectly fine past that initial little hump. But yeah, I do like to bring up, because my older brother, is an author. And so sometimes he and I will, like, you know, he needs to get a ride somewhere because he needs to pick up his semi, long story. And so he and I will naturally just kind of start talking about, you know, stuff in writing, and he'll talk about, you know, what he sees in books, and he's very cognizant that he needs to consider, like, other media as a competition for him. So I'll bring up, like, hey, I found this neat thing in like a visual novel or something. And that's a world he has no experience in. So it's useful to him to hear those. Yeah, you should. I am a bad brother and have not read everything he's written. He produces a surprising amount every time I check. But everything I've read is like, he very much goes for the kind of deep world, but still character-focused epic fantasy a lot of the time, and that's so perfectly my jam. I just love that so goddamn much. I mean, he and I very much had formative, fiction experiences in, like, The Wheel of Time and Lord of the Rings. I mean, a lot of the books I read as a kid were books he left behind when he went off to college, and they were just laying around, and I was like, ooh, what's this? He's also why I had an appreciation for Conan the Barbarian. Because he had a huge collection, and I was like, whoa, it's like a comic where a guy with a big sword, like, saves hot babes, and he curses a lot. Oh, that's so cool. Though those are very much just like, they're kind of cozy in a way, because a lot of the stories were very turn your brain off. Just classic sword and sandals sort of fantasy. In fact, I think, I don't know if he ever put it out anywhere, but I think he actually tried to, like, get, like, basically get hired on by the Conan people to write a Conan book, because it was such, like, a formative fiction experience for him back in the day. I don't think that went anywhere, but that would have been cool as hell if so. Yeah, they were doing, like, because I believe... I'm pretty sure the original author is, like, you know, he's long dead. Because those books originally came out in, like, 20s or 30s or some such. So they're like, hey, we want to put out more Conan books. Yup. Shadow Ball! Oh my god, I forgot that I get Shadow Ball this level. Oh, that's so good. Ominous Wind, you're fun, but get the hell out. I have Shadow Ball! So yeah. Just sort of an interesting, like, possible alternate universe that I think about sometimes. Like, man, he could have been popping out Conan books. And I do think it's interesting. Writing in a world you didn't create yourself, you know. I've dabbled in fan fiction here and there. And it's an experience. Sometimes it can help out with the creative process, because you're like, okay, I have to work within these constraints. What can I do while still, like, being true to the world and, like, what's been established? Or, you know, can I just completely break the rules of the world? And what interesting stuff does that allow me to do with the setting and the characters and all that? Though, you know, there's a lot of fan fiction that's just bad. You know, it has that reputation for a reason. There's no quality control, no barrier to entry. So you get people who try to write and they're not really good at it, or, like, you know, they don't take feedback well. They're like, what? No, my stuff is great. You know.
Damn, my massive
everyone stand for the national anthem.
Help, help, my massive forearm is sour cream and onion. Please, help.
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 Help him.
Massive forearm is sour cream and onion.
Do better with parameters. Yeah, world building is very much my... Well, world building I can do fine, but... Because I've tried to be an author before, and one bit of publisher feedback that I got when I was submitting to places was like, I feel like this is just characters talking in a void, Mr. Vimbert. I don't get much of a sense of setting, because my, like, part of my, like, low, like, spatial intelligence, you know, which manifests here in, like, not being able to tell directions worth a damn, is, like, it's hard for me to, like, visualize place. And, like, particularly if it's a place I've never been. So that gives me a lot of problems when I try to write and, like, describe a place. Because I'm like, it's hard for me to nail down the specifics somehow. I'm explaining it poorly, but... It's very much a skill you have to cultivate, and I think one of my professors very accurately called out that, like, a lot of my fiction writing ended up feeling very much like you could tell it had a theater influence because I was big on acting back in those days, and so, you know, reading a lot of scripts. And so I focused very much on the dialogue and just kind of like, you know, enough physical movement and description to just kind of get us to the next interesting little bit of action or dialogue. And he's like, it's like a script. It's like a script. So yeah. That's one thing that, like, I love the Wheel of Time, but God, that author, he gets so in the weeds about just, like, describing little details about, like, where his characters are and, like, what they're doing that just do not matter. Like, at all. In the grand scheme of things, like, the thing my older brother and I always bring up is that, there's a character, Matt Cawthon, if anyone's familiar with either the books or the Amazon show, who is the best character in the series. I am not brooking dissent on this. The show just hasn't let him show it off yet. Let them cook. But he, at one point in the books, falls in with a lot of, like he's around a lot of nobles, but he's not a noble himself. Like, he's kind of this lowborn, like, he's not exactly like a thief or a rogue or anything like that, but, you know, he's got a little bit of moral ambiguity to him, a little bit of flexibility. Like, he'll fight dirty when he has to. And he, as this character, like, goes on for, at minimum 3 pages about, like, the silk and the lace that this particular royal court uses. None of it is remotely important to the story. Like, at all. It doesn't come back in any meaningful way. It's just, like, a character trait that he finds it sort of interesting, these weird noble fashions, and so the author just dumps all this stuff on you. Quickest DNF. Yeah. That, like, he saves it. He saves it. He holds himself back for the first few books. This is, like, book 6 or 7, so you're already, like, you've got that sunk cost fallacy. And so, like, sometimes you kind of just have to push through it. And, like, they're worth it, but, man, there are some rough parts in those books. Also, the guy has, like, well, let's just say the author has some strong views on certain topics that it's very obvious to tell from his writing. And that's perhaps all I should say. It's not like, well, I don't think anything racist, but there's some stuff that kind of makes you go, less like he is a horrible person and this is him expressing his horrible opinions through this fictional world, and more like, oh, okay, author, I see you have a sexual fetish. Because there's no other reason to include this as an aspect of your world. Yeah. Yeah, you know, there's... I will spare details because in many ways, the part of it is a very cool part of the setting, but the TV show, which I know most people know it from, has not gotten to this particular part of his world yet, and I don't want to... if you've seen the show, The Boat Army, it's an aspect of the Boat Army. The Boat Army is very, very important. The people that they introduced right at the absolute tail end of Season 1. In, like, that pre-credits or post-credits team, where they're just, like, rolling up and there's this big tidal wave. The Boat Army is weird. The Boat Army is weird in a lot of ways, a lot of interesting ways, some very questionable ways, but they shake things up in a lot of ways. They were one of my favorite parts about the books. Some things that my older brother has said, because he did a reread not too long ago to, like, sort of remind himself of what the canon was before we started watching the show, has made me think, like, maybe I wasn't examining them with enough of a critical eye. But they do at least shake up the status quo in a big way. Because the Boat Army, they're their own thing. They are not affiliated with any known power in the series, otherwise. And there are Oh! You know high jump kick, Deerling? Jesus. I didn't know that. That's rad and also terrifying. Yeah, I think of something that my brother introduced as a potential theory about the alleged Dark One that we see at the end of Season 1. Because he and now I are pretty convinced that's not actually the Dark One. If it turns out to be true, and if they pull off the boat army right, I think the show could go really, really fascinating places. It's fair. It's fair. I'll probably want to rewatch before Season 2 comes out. I don't actually know if there's been much communicated about if and when we're supposed to get the next season. Ugh. Static, of course. Of course, the ideal thing would be to read through all 13 books, 14 books, and really just get the full, the full picture of the series before you watched any more, but... Yeah, I know Amazon very much had them greenlit. The only thing I have heard is that they've replaced the actor for Matt Cawthon, which has me very nervous, because the actor, at least in looks and in, demeanor, was perfect for Matt. And Matt Cawthon is my favorite character from that series. He's so good in so many ways. He gets up to so much just absolutely insane, crazy shit. Yeah, the guy who takes the dagger from the evil city. That guy. The roguish one, yes. The one who's palling around with Rand for a lot of the series. He's so cool. And I can't say anything about why he's so cool, because it's all heavy spoilers. Heavy, 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 heavy spoilers. But, things might play out differently in the show. They already made a number of interesting changes from the canon of the books. Because, and I had to rely on my brother for this a lot, because I hadn't read the early books in a long time. The confrontation, Moiraine and Rand don't try to, speedrun saving the world by just, hey, let's go confront the Dark One. It's a bit more nuanced than that. And it doesn't play out in quite the same way. Also, they're very upfront, they acknowledge that every other character is important, but, almost right away in the book, once you get past the initial, oh, Moiraine is here. Why does that Pheasant look different? Oh my god, is that a fucking shiny? Please, please don't be a shiny. Please don't be a shiny. Oh god, I am Googling this. Oh, okay, okay. It's just a different sprite for male and female. Oh. Also, the Seduce Sword. Get out of there. Very badly timed critical. Jesus. Anyway. In the books, they're pretty upfront relatively quickly. All the main kids from the Two Rivers, they're yeah, you're all pretty important, but pretty quickly Moiraine is oh shit, yeah, Rand is the Dragon Reborn. So, I was fascinated to see if they were gonna go, with multiple dragons or something, in the show, or, even... My brother and I brought this up on our podcast, what would the implications be for a lady being the Dragon Reborn? Because then it's would you have access to, the male side of the source to draw on? As well as the female? But, it didn't shake out that way, so it's fine. But, yeah, there were, Perrin doesn't have a wife right away, who he doesn't, brutally axe by accident. Get it. which was one of my favorite parts of the early episodes, because it was so unexpected and sudden and brutal. And it justifies a lot of the things that go on with his character way better than the books do. Like, the books still have him be kind of morose and, like, sort of hesitant, but it's just kind of for no good reason, instead of, like, well, I don't want to, like, hurt someone I care about by accident again. Yeah. Wheel of Time goes a lot of interesting places. It's one of my favorite book series. It's not one without problems. I'll own that every which way. But, yeah. Interested to see where the show goes. I hope they don't mess it up. Because there's certainly ways you can improve upon the source material. Just, you know, sometimes you stray too much and you Game of Thrones it. Know what I mean? Though I had the good fortune to jump ship before, I guess, Game of Thrones got real. I have a lucky egg. I have a lucky egg. Friends, I ask you earnestly, why am I so goddamn stupid? God damn it. Ugh. Do they not? They call it the Dark One's taint a lot in the books. Like, maybe not that specific phrasing, but, like, it is the taint, and it is from the Dark One. Not in the show? Damn. I guess they do are a little more on the madness, but the thing about the show that made me way more excited about it was, like, the one scene where, like, Rand and Matt are in just, like, whatever village, I forget what it was, and they're, like, kind of having a little, like, a bit of a flirtation with the, like, young lady innkeeper who's, like, putting them up. And then later she's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm evil, and we need the dragon to be evil, so we can destroy the world, because it's ruined. I'm like, yes, thank you. Because the books are not very nuanced about their evil characters a lot of the time, so I craved that sauce. What a guy, happy to shit. Nice, good. A gentleman of culture. Okay, wait. Seduce Sword needs to not... I don't even need to level up Seduce Sword, because Seduce Sword needs to soak up XP in the gym. I'm doing this unnecessarily. Game sound, you can come back. I'm getting grinding brain a little bit. And now, Seduce Sword can evolve. Gain in power, Seduce Sword. Ah, understandable. Thanks for hanging out, HD. Have a good night. Alrighty, evolve to Fracture. What are your stats looking like, and did your ability change? I'm curious. Nope, still got Mold Breaker. Okay. It's time to fly back to town and take on that gym leader. And of course, kick the bird out of my party, because why would I bring an under-level bird to the ice gym? My plan is basically, I lead with my Gigalith Lazy Shell to set up Stealth Rocks, and then just blast down the ice cream cone. And from there, I'll use a combination of my Coperigus and Turtle, I keep forgetting his evolved form name, to hopefully just rock and toxic stall the gym to death. There are definitely some flaws in this plan. I also have Vanillish to bring in because, you know, will resist ice moves and does have a steel type move. But, you know, that's far from a perfect plan. Oh, right. Yes, I need to make a... Was there anything else like that I needed to do? No. Okay. I'm going to put in Attract, because I might need to drop a Tactical Attract from the Ice Cream Cone if Noble Fawn needs to come in. And I can just put Blizzard right back on her if I need to after the gym through the magic of infinite TMs, which is so good. So good. I can't say that enough. I love infinite TMs so goddamn much. Okay, let me get the items properly distributed, though. You do not need Lucky Egg. You need Experience Share. Because I need to not over-level. Lazy Shell. I think my plan was to give you... Oh, that's right. Chesto Berry. Because I have Rest on you at the moment. I am a little worried that there is a possible Swagger on the enemy team. So I think Old Glory I should put on one of them. Yeah, Persimberry. Syncredo, I think, because if anything, Syncredo will be the one needing to go like 800 rounds. I think I go with an Asperberry. Zodiac will have nothing, so if she does need to come in after someone dies, she just blows them up with an Acrobatics, and I just pray to God that's enough to get the job done. Lazy Shell, did you... Yeah. Just looking over my moves again, Seduce Sword will not be taking part in battle. Thunderwave. Yeah, Tract. Heck Toxic, Hex, Shadow Ball. Okay. Yeah. I think we are good. And I have it on reasonably good authority that this gym leader uses Hyper Potions instead of full restores. So, Toxic Stalling will be effective if and when I need to do it. That's basically my primary plan for the gym leader's ace. Because, you know, we do a cowardice every once in a while around here. So I'm gonna hope that I'm worrying over nothing and this will just go nice and smooth. But there are definitely areas where this plan can break down. Because this is basically gonna be 4v3. My 5th and 6th Pokemon are mostly to completely useless here. And that does make me a little bit nervous. But it is what it is. Wait, where was I supposed to go from there? I just did this earlier. Right, I came here. Oh, right. It was like, I figured this out just like 20 minutes ago or something. Longer than that. Jesus. Now, this one is basically just... I do like how they make the ice puzzle a little more brain dead here, because it's like, they're like, just use the pinball paddles, man. That's all you really gotta do. And that helps someone who can't tell directions like me. Wait, no, I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? No, okay, yes, this is good, I think. This is what I want. Oh, ice puzzles. How you do not work well with my brain. Right, this just takes me back to the beginning. Up, down. Use the paddle again. Into paddle again? Oh. Jesus, that wasn't that hard, Vim. Okay. I'm again going to take a quick break, let the server know that I'm about to fight the gym leader, and just take a minute for myself, hopefully get, like, the grind fog out of my brain, so I don't make dumbass mistakes in here. And then we will fight... I don't actually know much about the gym leader. An ice boy. Anyway, I'll be right back in a few minutes. Okay, I return. So, to briefly summarize my strat here. Rocks fall, the gym dies. Basically, try to work around that big old bear of his, knowing Brine. And I'm gonna be relying on Caracosta pretty heavily, so I think it's fine if my Gigalith gets the absolute crap beaten out of him. Check one more time, make sure all my items are set up properly. Just very good. XP share, yes. Person berry, yes. No item, good. That's wrong. I need to fix that. I don't really know what to give Noble Fawn. I guess just a citrus berry? Because obviously I won't be using ice moves here. No! No, 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 no. I know exactly. Yes, that's right, that's right, that's right. Eviolite. Because my rat boys are fully evolved at this point. Okay. Right, I believe I am prepared. Turn on them battle scenes. Drop a quick save just in case. Oh, right, backups. My backups are my Stunfisk that I caught a while back and my Gothiel. Alright. You appear ready to face a gym leader, then bring it! Okay, straight to the point. I like that. Okay, Vanillish. Lazy Shell, you're gonna have to tank a few attacks here. I hope it's not gonna be too bad. Maybe we get some charity. We need Stealth Rock here. It's so important. Okay, acid armor is annoying, but that's probably better than taking damage. I think. Because we got them sneaky rocks. Hit him with that rock slide. Oh, you're just... Okay, you spamming acid armor could actually be a problem. That could be bad now that you've got 2 of those up. Oh. Never mind. You are strong. No, both you and your Pokemon are strong. Okay, there's the mirror shot. This does hit me super effective. Okay, it's not bad. Lazy Shell's a tanky boy. He can handle it. Vanillish goes down. There's one handle. Okay, you go straight for the bear. Bear has brine. Bear is very scary. Bear takes 3 damage. I go for Syncreto. It's really bad. Still, Syncreto's attack is pretty crappy, so I might... Yeah, I need a Toxic on this bear. I need a Toxic. Okay. Wears that pretty well. Toxic misses, not great. Okay, Icicle Crash. Got the flinch. Okay. Okay. Come on. 63 down to... Snapped out of confusion. Good. We get the Toxic. Wonderful. There's that badly Poisocaned. And now Protect. Yeah, you went for the brine. That's fair. Syncreto needs to get the hell out at this point. And I think Old Glory is the best choice at this point. Syncreto definitely took way more damage than I wanted her to, but this still went okay. We're not in critical shape yet. Because that Toxic is still a ticking. And this gym leader, does not... I'm having a thought. If I Aqua Jet, then I make it impossible for me to be flinched. And Toxic damage probably gets a kill here. Because that's probably not poison range. I'm gonna try it. Come on, attack EVs. Do the work. This we planned for. Just like we rehearsed, Old Glory. You fool! You've given me a free attack boost! All according to Keikaku. Oh, this is good, this is good. I've got a massive attack boost going into the last one. And I don't even care if he rapid spins, because you've already taken the Stealth Rock damage. Alright, hit him with that Rock Slide. Kill him! I wear that. I tank that all day. Simple. Who was worried? I wasn't worried. It was all an act. Obviously, I definitely wasn't losing sleep over this gym fight or anything. You and your Pokemon, what a beautiful friendship. I know, like, nothing about this guy, so I have no idea what he should sound like. In honor of your stout heart, I will give you this. Got the badge from the man. Hell yeah. You have 7 badges. That means Pokemon up to level 80 will obey you. This TM will convey my regard for your accomplishments. TM 79, that's gonna be a nightmare for everyone else on Friday. Well, next Friday. Move that always results in a critical hit. Frost Breath. Okay, bye, nerd! Okay, that went quite well. Alright, so there's a competitive aspect to this. And a gym win is 25 points minus any deaths, but of course I didn't have any deaths, so I just go up to a nice, cool 220. Now, for those following Pokeboomer... Hello, what's this? Remember, I've been talking with Bianca, and I'm wondering, since we left New Mevatown, has something about me changed? Thinking about what I want to do, thinking about what I should do. It felt like there was nothing. Have I really become stronger? Or is it just my Pokemon that have? I don't know anymore. Hey, cheer up! Cheer up, Sharon. Isn't it nice to see everyone? Fimbert, know what? This time, I'll go to the Pokemon fan club. I'm really searching for what I want to do and what I can do.
Who are you?
Who? Us? I'm Bianca, and this is Sharon.
I know you are there. Why don't you show yourselves?
Oh! Impressive, gym leader of Icirrius City. We, the Shadow Triad, are beings of the shadows, and not easily noticed. Our mission was to speak only with Vimbert, but so be it. Gestis has a message for you. Come to Dragon Spiral Tower. It is there that our Lord N waits for you. Now, our mission is complete.
Dragon Spiral Tower? What's going on? Hey, tell me. Now, hang on. Young man, if you're here for a gym challenge, hang on for a bit. I've got to head to Dragon Spiral Tower.
I'm going too. Dragon Spiral Tower is to the north of here, right? So for once, it's the NPC who gets his gym challenge interrupted by story. A delightful little reversal. Whoa! What should I do? For now, I have to go to Dragon Spiral Tower. Okay, I'm heading north. Okay. Alright, so for those of you following Pokeboomers as a whole, after we all do the gym, we all meet up and do a podcast and PvP, where we talk about how our weeks went and then compete with our teams via Pokemon Showdown. But we have a bit of a schedule conflict this week, so this Friday, we will not be meeting up on Hugh's channel, but on the 10th, we'll be meeting up and talking about what went on this week. So, next week, next Tuesday, Wednesday, when I usually play Pokemon, I'll be taking those off of Pokemon. I'll probably be streaming something else, but I don't want to play ahead of my fellows. Because, you know, gotta give them time to catch up. I don't want to, like, you know, just be the only one done and then I'm impatiently waiting on everyone else, so. Please wait for it, it'll be worth it. But that does it for me for this leg of the Nuzlocke journey. Thank you for joining me on it. Thanks, everybody. Coming out, spend a little bit of morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time may be for you. If you're watching the VOD after the fact, I see you. I appreciate you. My name is Vimbert, and I'll see you around the internets.